What's going on, everybody? Vince Goodrum here. It is Thursday evening. A lot of you guys wanted me to review Frank Tufano's supplements. You know, he sold supplements for quite some time, but I understand he has a new line. And I'm always more than happy to oblige. So I did check out his supplements, and there are some good things and bad things about it. And here's the thing, folks. This is just my simple opinion. You know, it's very important to research the products here before making a decision. So I just want to make that very clear. A couple of things that I actually saw. Number one, he's using, the labels itself, they're very easy to read. And he's also having the labels printed in black and white, which is big because it's very cost reducing. A lot of companies will print out with these big flashy color tags and everything like that. It's usually more cost effective simply to print in black and white, and that saves a lot of money. That puts more money into your pocket. You know, and a line of his supplements, you know, there's a lot of good essential products out there like D3, boron, zinc, and everything like that. So he's not selling so much as bullshit products here. Those are really the only good things. However, now we're going to get to the bad side of it there. Okay. Now, first and foremost, I saw Frank's video saying that his products were cheap, and I hate to tell you this, but, you know, he was wrong! Wrong! You know, I'll give you a couple of examples as far as products that I've actually seen and noticed. Like, take, for example, his boron product. You know, first off, I've never seen a 2 milligram boron product in my entire life there, you know. And he's selling it for $11. $11 for, I believe it's 60 capsules. Now, I'm going to give you guys a little story. Back in the day, back in the day on eBay, I used to sell boron for a penny. And the only thing people would pay would just be shipping. And I would charge $4.99 for shipping. And out of that, I would still make $3 on every single order. The reason being is because at the time, the cost of boron was like $1 for 60 capsules there. You know, and nowadays, you know, boron really is not, the price of it hasn't really gone up much. It's like $5 or $6. But the biggest thing is that, you know, your usual dosage is like 5 milligrams here, you know. And he's selling a 2 milligram product for $11, way overpriced. The liquid D3, what he calls liquid sunshine. Now, this one here, I had to see it to believe it, because I did notice during his talking, you know, he was talking about some of the products are lower dosed and everything like that, but I made it affordable, and that caught my mind itself there, you know. And I got some stuff. I actually writ down some stuff there. I haven't reviewed the entirety of his products to see whether they're cost effective, but based upon the ones that I've actually seen, especially the biggest one I actually seen is the liquid D3. The D3 is pretty cheap there. He is selling a bottle of liquid D3 for $22. $22. We're talking at 500 IUs. Folks, I used to sell that back in the day for like maybe, I would actually have a 180 servings bottle for, you know, maybe $9 or $10 here. But, you know, for the amount of servings that he has, you should not pay any more than maybe $4 for a bottle of liquid D3, period. The zinc glycinate, that's also a pretty, you know, that's also pretty shallow. He's selling a 60 bottle, 15 milligram bottle for $13. You know, that one isn't so bad, except that you can get a 50 milligram 120 cap bottle for maybe $8 or $7 here. So he's selling legitimate products, but the the cost of it is just well overpriced for what you would be paying for. Now, other things that also caught me, and I think he made the excuse that his products are natural and bioavailable. It isn't synthesized or anything like that. That's a crock of shit there. Okay. First off, the body is not going to recognize whether something is synthesized or natural or so forth. Uh, it's gonna if it sees D3, it's gonna treat it like that. If it sees protein, it's gonna process it as protein. It doesn't matter if it came from a cow, a chicken, a lizard, or a rat or something like that. I mean, it's gonna process it as protein. Also, to have have a supplement that is so-called natural. I want you guys to think about it. And this is the reason why we actually process nutritional supplements, and a lot of them are synthesized as simply this here. Synthesizing supplements makes it a lot cheaper for something that's going to do the same thing natural. But, let's say you're talking about doing actual, true to nature natural supplements here. Most of these supplements are made in countries like India, Brazil, and especially China. Let's say we're gonna have vitamin C. It's gonna come out of oranges here. Oranges from, let's say, Brazil. Okay. Now you guys you've seen people in Brazil that have worked those orchards. They're barefooted. They're sweating all over the place. They're dirty. They're unkept. I mean, but that's just typical of any picker. It's a very dirty job. The oranges have bugs. They've had insects crawling all over them. You have mold. You also have pesticides and all that stuff in there. Okay. All that stuff is just mixing and swirling around. And with that, if you were to put that into an actual pill, you'd either be praying to Ralph or you'd be talking to Tupac and Biggie, just keeping it real and telling it to you like it is. It also wouldn't be feasible to actually do something like that because it would be super expensive. But it would also kill you. That's why supplements are processed. Okay. And there's nothing wrong with processed supplements. And this type of thing about bioavailability and digestion, unless you have an actual medical digestive issue, you're not going to have any problems with digesting any supplements. I mean, gastric acid, your stomach acid, is about is corrosive as battery acid. It'll melt a penny. Okay. It will break down those supplements there unless you have a serious digestive issue to where the pH level in your stomach acid isn't really working, or if maybe you've got ulcers or anything like that. But believe me, your stomach acid is going to break down whatever goes in there for the most part. Just saying. So this idea of bioavailability is BS. But, and the thing about it is that, $11 really isn't that much money in terms of a bottle of boron. It is indeed affordable. But as far as to whether it's feasible, as far as to whether you're getting a true value out of it, no. You are not getting a true value of it. I'm just saying there. But other than that, it is overpriced there, but I can't really fault him. He's free to set the price marker as far as what his supplements are. If his audience, if his fans want to buy the products at his price, I'm not going to really care. It's up to Frank to decide as far as to what to set the cost of his products are. But quite honestly, they are not only overpriced, but they're underdosed, and the excuse that Frank gives is just BS there. As far as my supplements are concerned, one a day vitamin is just one of my main things. There's 300 capsules in there. It usually lasts me a whole year. And I get all my vitamins from there for the most part. That's one of my main supplements. I take some other things like fish oils and stuff. But, like I said, just keep it simple. Unless you have some serious digestive issues, your stomach acid's going to break down whatever it comes in. And not only that, it doesn't matter if a supplement is synthesized or processed. It's not going to make a difference, the body's going to recognize it regardless. That includes proteins, fats, sugars. It's not going to know it's not really going to know the difference. Okay. That's all I got to say for this subject here. Like and subscribe to the Vince Goodrum channel. Click the link below. Also visit vincegoodrum.com. As always, peace and soul.